EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway in Foxborough. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. May going to throw right away. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
That's good for Patriots. First down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. May. And this complete to Mitchell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. Now a first carry here for the running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing here is May. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
To the air, May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He lets it go deep for Olave, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, when you draft a guy that high defensively, you hope he can make some plays for you, and he does indeed get the interception there, Charles, in his first NFL ball game.
And to think that if there was any flaw to his game coming out of college,
and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. Breaks through the contact. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Alert, alert, alert. Alert.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Half 85, half 85. Half 10. Middle. 56, 56. What's that?
Allen from the gun on third down. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with their jack of all trades. It's Deebo Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Another carry for the wide receiver, Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from inside the 5. A handoff for Samuel. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys with much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Samuel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now. But this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll throw with May. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 70 yards. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And now it's blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 79 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Waddle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Throwing now is Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
56. Alert! Stay tight. Pass.
Allen going to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now Allen, and they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw, it's May. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and success.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. They're going to look to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd down and 13.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 19 line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
On the set.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Stay team. Pioneer. Set up. Go.
From the gun, it's May. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
For the Patriots field goal, a 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now they can't bring him down. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Now he's loose down the left sideline. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Throwing here is May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To the air, May. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, May with it. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the shotgun, it's May. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Looking to throw. May. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Allen now looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
From the gun, it's Allen. Being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Foxborough. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Five wide.
Allen off the play fake. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Samuel. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2 yards to go, second down. Allen. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll run again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deebo Samuel taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bills are
Allen will try to throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Again, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Shreds the tackle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Jonathan Taylor, 46 yards. And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Allen. Finding Samuel. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen, a run for Debo here to start the drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll change things up. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Well, this was not just